Warm weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
We've seen a quiet day in Utah, but a catastrophic hurricane impacting the southeast. I wanted to show you what it looked like earlier from Panama Beach. This was outside of Tallahassee, whipping winds, unforgiving rain, and those waves got bigger and bigger as we made it through the evening. This is a monster storm. The updates on it just make you nervous, and you know many folks evacuated, but we're going to continue to see impacts for days as it makes landfall and continues to move through southeastern United States. That includes places like Atlanta, as far north as Nashville will see impacts. A lot of the tracking here, those spaghetti plots are what they're called, turn this into a depression, but it's really far north towards St. Louis. My goodness, we're going to see that wet weather. It's the storm surge that is very deadly on top of that very strong winds. Now, we deal with tropical remnants in Utah, but when you look at the Saffir-Simpson scale, a Cat 4 is 130 to 156 mile per hour winds sustained. That is just so dangerous, so much damage ahead. And of course, our heart's always with those folks impacted. And we know that that threat of extreme flooding will hold on for several days, and many areas in the southeast ready for that. We're dry, bone dry. And as you look at time-lapse video from today, Park City Mountain, I love the yellow Quakies, the lifts rolling as you look towards the Uintas. We have clear conditions, but we're way above average. Our satellite radar shows those quiet conditions. We stayed dry last few hours. Yeah, it's just been a very, very quiet day. We did have a passing disturbance to our north, which kept our temperatures cooler than where we were yesterday, but still way above the average high of 76. We see those 70s as we get through tonight with clear, dry conditions, bottoming out in the low to mid 60s for the Wasatch Front. Daytime highs tomorrow will climb yet again, and we have the potential to get back into the 90s and break a record in Salt Lake City. Futurecast keeps us very, very quiet. Actually, all storms go around this ridge. It is so strong, and you notice they stay way far to the north. We close out the work week with heat. We see that holding on into Saturday, and a little moisture starts to come back in late Saturday and into Sunday as a cold front will pass through. Let's talk about dry because it's Thursday. Newest drought monitors out. Want to show you no drought and dry conditions. They equal 100%. Abnormally dry conditions in yellow here. The drought monitor has not changed since last week. We hold on to the same percent. The drought category, moderate at 9.5% in the West Desert and southwestern corner of the state. Just want to remind you, an area can be in two categories at once. It's a graduating scale, and so you have to be abnormally dry to get to moderate drought. That number has not moved either. But we know we've been dry because precipitation to date very low. The water year, regionally speaking, as we wrap it next Monday, we're above average in Salt Lake, just slightly below in Provo, but in the south it's a different story, coming in below average in Cedar City and St. George. So the Wasatch Front in a healthier position due to some overperforming months like February as well as August. Last month we had that monsoon and it really helped out. Upper level showing you that high pressure and how it retrogrades and centers up over Utah as we go Friday and into Saturday. The heat will be strong, noticeable, record breaking. We get a dry cold front moving through Saturday into Sunday and Monday. Really, Monday is going to be our biggest impact. We start to see moisture increasing, but we do look dry. That front doesn't bring any precipitation, so unfortunately we'll see sunshine, but temperatures will get a little closer to average. 50s and 60s for the overnight highs tomorrow, 80s and 90s, going 93 in Salt Lake. That would break a record. The 102 forecast in St. George, that would break a record. And we see those records possible through Monday with triple-digit days late in the season returning. For your fall, upper 90s to follow. To put that into perspective, here's a look at that forecast high and the record. We're above it, folks. Here's the Wasatch Front. Notice those numbers in the 90s. I go hot on Saturday, and then here comes the front with cloud cover Sunday, cooling us Monday, low 80s expected, but we build right back, and we stay bone dry for the foreseeable future. I'm ready for fall to call and say, I'm moving back in. Fingers crossed. Send it back over to you guys.
I think we're all ready.